Welcome back to Game 3 of the Gfinity StarCraft Cup quarterfinal here. We're on Bridgehead and spawning at the 9 o'clock position. As the yellow Protoss player representing isIMBA, it is DmC. His opponent spawning on the right-hand side is the red Zerg player representing Samsung, giving him a run for his money here. Series tied up 1-all. Only one of these players can advance to the semifinals. This is Solar. So this series has been pretty exciting so far, and DmC starting with that proxy gate and ending with another 7-gate push, which we've now seen for the 4th time today from him. Successfully took game number 2 from Solar there. What strategies does he have in his back pocket for game 3? Now, Bridgehead, interesting map, of course. You go to the natural expansion, you have got these destructible rocks. It does make this space really safe to take early game. It makes it very annoying to defend against later on. You have the line of sight blockers there. Of course, you can fly with Mutalisks across into the natural. Similarly for Zerg, it just makes this hatchery really, really vulnerable. And also, the distance to a third base is actually quite annoying. Unless you choose to knock down these rocks yourself and try and take this as a third and kind of hold this position. But then you still have to go all the way around and hold this into your main base. So it's not trivial at all to defend a third base on this map for either of these players. It just means we're likely to get quite dynamic games. Initial probe scout will be able to spot that gas has been mined prior to the spawning pool going down. Solar being very, very aggressive here. Compared to what we would perceive as normal. And DmC already knows, by the way, that if the gas has gone down so early and we see the spawning pool completing now as well, that it's unlikely that a hatchery will be started yet. So that's why he moved back out of the main base early on. He doesn't want to go ahead and scout there, and then when he comes back there are already 4 Zerglings and a Queen. And unfortunately, he wouldn't be able to escape with the probe. I think he could just about have done it, to be honest, but I believe DmC would prefer the probe to be available and out on the map. We could even see a proxy Stargate here in response to this, actually. And I think that might be what we end up seeing. Solar, in the meantime, is scouting inside the main base. Just the one Zealot so far for DmC. Mothership core beginning as well. Are we going to be seeing sneaky shenanigans from this probe over here in the corner? That's what we're all waiting for. A couple of Zerglings now starting to take out the destructible rocks. It's going to take them a little while. Mothership core from DmC moving away from the main base to make sure that that's covered as well. And it looks like we're not going to be seeing proxies over here because the robotics facility is being started inside the main base. So DmC going for something a little bit different here in Game 3 of his best of 3 series. Will it end up working for him? A couple of Lings trying to move into the main base of DmC now. And it looks like a probe is going to be taking the Zealot's place into the wall while the Zealot moves out and tries to take these Lings on. Oh, very, very nice. Actually, the probe is just going to use that to pylon block, so a couple of these Lings do actually die. All the shields in the gateway go down, but they will be able to get reinforced very shortly. Gateways 2 and 3 now coming down inside the main base. Don't forget, this is with the robotics facility down. Solar has spotted that. He doesn't know how many gateways there are, but he has seen the robo. That's going to be a little bit different this time around. It looks like it is going to be possibly an Immortal all-in. Now, there's no expansion down just yet for DmC, so it is just 3 gates and a robo. Oh, pardon me. There's a 4th gate and a 5th gateway. We're not mining from anywhere else, bear in mind, so this is seriously going to stretch his income, but hey, if you're going to go for it, you might as well go for it as hard as possible. Solar starting the Roach Warren behind this too. And Overlord coming back in. On its current trajectory, okay, will spot the additional gateways. Sees 3 gateways. Does he see 5? If he continues coming in and he sees an Immortal and he also sees 2 more gateways, that could end up being a big clue. He was thinking about moving back for a second, but Solar's actually coming in to try and have a bit of a bigger scout. This Overlord isn't being attacked by anything just yet, so he's like, yeah, why not? And now he sees an Immortal. He sees at least a 4th gateway, and that should really be the telltale sign. 3 more sentries taking down this Overlord now, and if that isn't all in, I don't know what is. It is still only on 1 base as far as our Protoss perspective is concerned. DmC doesn't look like he's likely to take another. Sneaky Probe down here by the south has put down a pylon, but realistically we want one kind of around this position to sort of move out towards a natural expansion. Lings here are waiting to do a bit of a wraparound when they get out across the middle of the map. The goal is to make sure that these sentries have no energy left by the time they move across the map, so that when Solar actually engages with this army, there are no force fields to speak of. Lings now moving out, potentially for a counterattack here, or just looking for probes and pylons. DmC leaving the Mothership Core at home, allowing him to use Photon Overcharge, being nice and chilled out. Instant overcharge going down, and the Mothership Core will tackle these Lings as they move out as well. The rocks in the back are going to get taken down very, very quickly by these Immortals, actually. The Lings are coming back to help defend against this. A number of Lings on the map. 27 plus 11 Roaches, a Spine Crawler here, and Queens as well. How on earth is DmC going to break through here? More Lings from the back. Good choke, actually, sort of minimizing the surface area available to those Zerglings, but where is the firepower? The Immortals are doing great, but 2 Immortals alone will not win this game when there are that many Roaches, plus Zerglings, plus Queens here. We have Zealots coming in as well from DmC. He's going to redouble his efforts against this Spine Crawler. Half of it goes down straight away. And now he moves into the natural. The Spine Crawler actually can get taken out before the rest of the units engage here, but he is waiting for those Zerglings behind. He is very, very concerned about those right now. Drones coming off the line to defend against his Solar knows if he defends against this attack, he wins the game straight up. Good force fields once again from DmC. More units being called in. It's 67 versus 47 supply right now. The Zealots need to get good surface area. A lot of Roaches here, but the Immortals are still doing so much damage. Sentries now starting to get whittled down, and there are only 3 left. The Immortals are now in the direct line of fire. There isn't too much left defending from Solar, but he has 2 bases versus 1. He can afford to trade in efficiently right now. One of the Immortals getting so close to dying. The other one has no shields left, and DmC continues to warp in. There are only 2 Zealots and 4 Sentries left, though. With this attack, it's getting weaker and weaker. Solar is getting whittled down, but he can afford to trade in efficiently. And the Immortals are once again under attack. One of them on half health, the other one almost out of shields as well, and this time Solar is moving out beyond those destructible rocks to try and finish off this attack for good. This flood of Lings should be it. The second Immortal goes down, and that is it for this push. Solar looking like he is about to win this series 2-1. He does it. He scrapes by into the semifinals of the Gfinity StarCraft Cup. Very, very close series with DmC. Congratulations to Samsung's Solar.